up, my bitches? My dirty little dog waffles. Let's get right into this thing, want to? I have this customer, little Asian dude. He makes a weird request, okay? He wants me to burn his leaves. I don't usually burn people's leaves, you know? But I said, if the price is right, I'll do it. And he was like, oh, so. And I was like, what'd you call me? He just looked at me funny. But we settled on a price. And he told me he was going to be out of town. He was leaving for Japan that night. But he wanted me to burn them leaves. And see, there's a problem. Neighbor don't like me. I have no idea why. I mean, I'm a perfectly likable guy. I mean, I'm very personable and just easygoing and just an all-around nice fella. But he don't like me, asshole. So he don't like when I'm mowing. He don't like when I'm weed eating. He don't like when I'm picking up pawpaws, putting them in my pocket. But, you know, just one of those guys, I guess. Just a regular douchebag. So anyway, we're gathering up these leaves and sticks and whatnot all in the yard, and it's a big old mess, you know. And I'm thinking, how can we make this fun? Because Mick is about fun. If Mick is nothing else, he's about fun. And got to make this interesting for myself, you know. So we build this big, huge man that looks a little like the neighbor, okay? I mean, let's be honest. Looks a little like the neighbor guy that hates me. And build this big, huge man. And out of the sticks and leaves and all that. And it turned out to be quite big. You know, it was a pretty big deal, you know. And so it's getting late because, you know, I'll put it off till it was the last thing we did during the day, you know, because I knew it was going to take us a long time. So we build this man, it gets dark, and we catch his ass on fire. It was a sight to see, I tell you. Amazing. And unfortunately, it got a little out of hand, okay? Sometimes happens when you make a, you know, 50-foot tall leaf man and catch him on fire in somebody's backyard. Stuff can happen. And I happened to burn his whole damn backyard down and melted his boat. His boat was like a puddle of fiberglass by the end of the night, and burned his kids' whole play set down and just everything in general that was in the yard. We managed to keep it off the house somehow. But when it was done, when it was all said and done, I'm thinking, how in the fuck am I going to get out of this one? I mean, Mickey gets out of a lot of stuff, but how am I going to get out of this one? And I remember, yeah, I've talked to, well, let's call this customer George. Guy, let's just call him that, okay? And I know I talked to him before about this neighbor that hates me, okay? So what I did was I called him in Japan, because he don't know any different. He's in Japan, you know. I'm like, hey George, got a little problem. I think that your neighbor over there that I've talked to you about before, that dislikes me, you know, I think he's pulling some shenanigans, so to speak. Because I said, when I left here, I turned that fire off. Yeah, I talk like that, I'm weird. But George is right there with me. We have that in common. You know, he's like, you turned the fire off? I say, yeah, I turned it off. You know, a lot of people say I put the fire out and stuff like that, but I say turn it off. So anyway, I digress. I turned the fire off, And where I told him I did. I said, I turned that fire off and we watered it down and for like an hour. I know I put that fire out. So what I did is after the Burning Man burnt to the ground and burnt the whole damn backyard to the ground and the boat and the this and the that, I took some gasoline, took my gas can, and I make these lines all throughout the yard, you know, like that. And then I caught it on fire again, and then I put it out. So I told George, I was like, you know, there's these lines all out in your yard, you know, just back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I believe the dude that hates me over there, you know, took gasoline to your yard after I left and burnt the rest of the damn yard down. And, you know, I don't know if he believed me, but I never heard from him again. Never heard from George until today. It's what reminded me. It's what reminded me of this whole story. It's been a while back when that happened. And he was wanting me to drop Honeybee off at his yard, just him, to do some work. And he requested that he do it shirtless. And I was like, heck yeah, you know, I'll go to the Quickie Mart and buy me some lottery tickets and dip while he's doing all that. So that's what I did today. I've dropped him off, and I just came out here and thought I'd film this, so let you know a little insight on my life, because I know you guys love me. And this is one of my famous stories, and it's 100% true. You know, I'd never lie to you. I wouldn't shit you. You're my favorite turds. So that's it. 23 skidoo!
This has been a Lone Stars Dramedy Network presentation, darling.